Hey, what's up, everybody? Do you have a cat? If so, it is possible that this parasite could be the reason that you're sick, especially if you're struggling with anxiety or depression. So, stay tuned in this video because we're going to be uncovering how a simple parasite that is usually transmitted from cats could be causing anxiety. And if you stay to the end of this video, I'll give you a protocol or show you where you can get the protocol in order to resolve this issue. So make sure you stay to the end and then I'll share that information with you. But before we get started, please be sure to like and subscribe if you find this video helpful. It helps me reach more people to give this information and this important message to the masses. Share this with your loved ones who may be struggling with their health, and let's help them create a strong life, and let's help you create a strong life, okay? So now let's dive into today's topic. I've been doing a lot of studying about parasites because we've been doing detoxes for our patients for parasites, mycotoxins, heavy metals, gut dysbiosis, SIBO, gut bacterial overgrowth. So a lot of different things to help people get better. And lately I've just discovered how common that all of this is. Now, up to 60% to 70% of the population has some sort of parasite. Now, this was released by the CDC, so it's actually probably higher than you think. Now, most people say that this doesn't happen in industrialized worlds, but it definitely does, especially if you're consuming raw fish, if you're consuming beef or pork. Definitely probably could have some sort of parasite. So that means if you live in a household of 5 people, then at least 3 of you probably have a parasite. Now, there are some common signs and symptoms of parasites, and these include: do you have acne, eczema, hives, itchy skin, rashes, or any type of skin issue? A lot of the times, these are common signs and symptoms of parasites. Do you have rectal or anal itching? That is a huge one because especially pinworms, they come out, and if you later at night, especially, so if you have an itchy anus or itchy rectum, then a lot of the times that could be a huge sign that you have parasites, and actually pinworms are around the rectum. Now, do you pick your nose or have excessive boogers in your nose or scab-like boogers? Now, I'm walking you through kind of like our questionnaire that we use for parasites, so just kind of take note of these questions, which ones you're answering yes to. If you want the actual questionnaire, I can send it over to you. Just comment below and I'll shoot that right over to you. Now, another question: do you bite your fingers? So a lot of the times, if you wipe and then you bite your nails, a lot of the times you're getting reinfected with the parasite. So because a lot of the eggs will actually come out through your stool, and you'll kind of re-inoculate yourself over and over again. So you have to be very careful about long fingernails or biting the fingernails. Now, are you irritable for no apparent reason? So I know what everybody is thinking: it's either their significant other or their partner, and you're like, okay, they definitely have parasites. So with that, look and go through this questionnaire and have them understand, like, maybe they do, maybe they have something going on, maybe it's not life, maybe it could be a physical issue that is actually causing them to feel that way. Now, do you need extra sleep and wake up feeling unrefreshed? A lot of times this can do from high amounts of stress and cortisol and not balancing your blood sugar appropriately. But if you notice that it's just constant and you're doing the right things, eating the right diet, doing supplements, doing all of these things, and you're still just not waking up and feeling refreshed, this could be a big issue. Now, do you experience an increase of symptoms around the full moon? Now, I just made a quick TikTok about this the other day, but when your symptoms exacerbate around the full moon, a lot of the times this is because parasites cycles, like their hatching cycles and their larvae cycles, go with the full moon. So a lot of the times they're either hatching or they're transforming into a different larvae when the full moon is occurring. So if you notice that it's a little bit more of an issue around the full moon, then that could definitely be the issue. Now, do you constantly have zinc deficiencies or white spots on your nails? Now, a lot of the times the white spots on your nails indicate zinc deficiency, but a lot of the times that will indicate immune dysfunction. So if you have white spots on your nails, then you want to look at supplementing with some zinc, especially like a liquid zinc. The cool thing about the zinc taste test is that if it tastes like water, it means you need it. If it tastes like metal, then a lot of times that means that you have enough zinc in it. Now, if you have low T or hormonal problems, zinc is a cofactor for a lot of your hormones. So you may have just a low zinc due to parasite infections, immune system dysfunction, whatever it may be, and you just need to supplement with it. Now, eye floaters, I get a lot of pushback about eye floaters, but eye floaters can actually be an indication of parasites, especially little microparasites. Now, some people say that it's the collagen breaking down in your eye, but from what I've read, there can be eye floaters that are causing parasites, and that can be what you're seeing as well. Now, don't go freaking out and go to your doctor and be like, I have parasites in my eyes. Look and see what the correlation is, and then just do a detox and see if they go away. That is my biggest suggestion to you. I wouldn't go and run to your eye doctor and say I have parasites in my eyes, just FYI. Now, do you have asthma or breathing problems? Now, a lot of the times, parasites are attacking the mucosal layer in the intestines and the GI tract, especially because the mucosal lining goes from the sinus passage all the way down to the anus. And it is responsible for your immune response. There's almost 70 to 80% of your immune system is in that tract because it has to defend you from outside attackers. Now, when that gets really stimulated and there are a lot of parasitic infections or there's just a lot of stress on the body, then asthma or breathing problems can be a sign. Now, these are some of the most prevalent questions to ask when considering parasites infections. These can be a sign that you have a parasitic infection. Now, if you want the full questionnaire, like I said, just comment me below and I will send you the assessment, and you can see what your chances are of having a parasite more clearly because it breaks it up into 3 sections: low, medium, and high. So you can kind of rate yourself like, oh, I really need to do a cleanse, maybe not right now, and then like I'm in the clear. Now, on to the main topic, cats and Toxoplasma. So the Toxoplasma gondii parasite commonly associated with cats has been linked to generalized anxiety disorder and autism. Now, this is especially prevalent for women that are looking at getting pregnant or are currently pregnant. The Toxoplasma gondii's eggs are present in cat feces, and one of the most common way people are infected with Toxoplasma gondii is through the contact with an infected cat. Now, a study published in the journal Brain Behavior and Immunity found that 500 participants with anxiety disorders also had a past Toxoplasma gondii infection. The researchers found that the Toxoplasma gondii infection was linked to generalized anxiety disorder. Now, the authors concluded that these findings suggest that Toxoplasma gondii infection is strongly and significantly associated with generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD. Now, as for autism, there's a body of evidence that the parasite may in fact be an underlying cause of autism and be worth ruling out. So like I said, if you are an expecting mother or if you are pregnant, then you definitely want to be careful around your cats, and you may want to do some sort of parasite cleanse before you either get pregnant or talk to somebody who can do a cleanse during your pregnancy. Now, in the medical journal Microbial Pathogenesis, a study from 2020, so pretty recently, showed that toxoplasmosis plays an important role as a risk factor for autism. Now, what does this mean? First, if you're having anxiety and have cats, it's probably a good idea to do a parasite cleanse at least twice a year. I suggest everybody do a cleanse at least twice a year. This can help keep your body's immune system healthy and prevent you from being drained. Now, second, if you have cats and plan on having kids, it's important to do a cleanse before getting pregnant, like I stated earlier, and even during pregnancy. Now, this can ensure that there is minimal risk to the child. Now, there can be one other cause of anxiety, but this one is just one to take into consideration. Others can be vitamin deficiencies, lack of direction in life, gut dysfunction, and brain inflammation. I know because I used to struggle with very bad anxiety, but understanding why I have anxiety has helped me overcome it. Now, always make sure to take time and think about why you feel this way and what's really causing that emotion. So, talk to your doctor, take the questionnaire, say, hey, I think I may have parasites. What can you do? Can I do a cleanse? How do we get rid of this? How can we test for them? Stool testing is generally the way to go. Do testing for any type of vitamin deficiencies that can be causing the anxiety as well. And then just sit down and make sure that you're taking time to look over your life and what's going on and what you're doing, because a lot of that can give you a lot of clarity. And most of the time when we're healthy physically, but we're still overcoming that general anxiety, a lot of times it's because we just don't have direction with where we're going and what we're doing in our life. And so by doing so, you can actually overcome that issue and you can really take control of your life and feel like you know where you're going. Now, if you found this information helpful, then please help me achieve my mission of helping as many people as possible by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. This helps my content and message reach more people who could be struggling. And you can also share this video on your socials or with your friends and family. And it really means a lot that you took the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions, just comment below. More than happy to answer any questions that you have, and have a great night. Bye-bye.